There we go. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is where you are. Have a good one. Welcome to episode... Wait, we're calling it session, aren't we? Welcome to session 2 of Dicing with Danabo, with me, Danabo, as the Dungeon Master, and today we've got KatherineDominates as the player. Welcome back, Catherine. It's good to have you again. We are a little bit late, but... let's get into this. Catherine, how's it going?
It is going good. Even better when you woke up and I didn't have to worry about missing D&D.
I don't know what you mean.
No, it's definitely been a good week.
I'm fresh as a daisy. Definitely not half asleep still. Alright, first things first, do you want to do a recap of last week's episode, of what you got up to?
Yeah, absolutely. If Tranquility is going to keep being this much of a silly pants, I'm going to need that inspiration roll for something. Yeah, so last session was our first session with Tranquility. My Warforged level 1 ranger, who is an assassin unit for some Underdark people, but they woke up in a strange place, completely missing memories of what their mission was supposed to be, who the target was, and not knowing how they got there. Turns out this strange place was an unlocked jail that Tranquility was able to just walk out into the main room of, where he met a kind orc jailer. Very quickly earned the nickname Quill by teaching the jailer Zig how to read and write, making fast friends, looting the secret chest in the back room, and convincing his new friend to take them out to get some clothing, since Tranquility is a warforged, looks like a metal and wooden automaton and doesn't really blend in very well. We went to a fancy-ass clothing shop because it doesn't exactly seem like he buys his own clothes, where Tranquility beat up a hat and got the guard called on themselves real quick. So Tranquility is now back in jail, waiting to talk to the captain of the guard.
And yeah,
That's about it.
that sounds right. And that's where we shall go. And let's bring up the map screen. Ta-da! That definitely worked.
It did.
Yes.
Wait, you said bring up the map screen. You mean like the jail map, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You're now in a room with a very unlocked door.
Yes, it's actually just wide open, because Tranquility has been going in and out to talk to Zig.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. But then you decided to wait until the morning, I think.
Yeah. Tranquility's spent the night drawing a little, like, children's book type thing.
Oh yeah,
Zig.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and take your point of inspiration.
Oh, good reminder, thanks.
So you can actually see up and down the hallway.
It looks like my token is pointing maybe to my hit dice instead of my hit points. It shows 1-1 instead of 13-13.
It was fine last week, right?
I think last week I edited it.
Settings. Oh, okay. That's weird.
Okay. That looks better.
That's very strange. Alright. we've got hit points, speed, AC. Okay. Alright, so it is the next morning. You can't see outside, but you assume it's the next morning. You've been up all night drawing these books for Zig. What do you do?
I suppose at some point Tranquility needs to take a rest, even if I've got the Warforged not real sleep thingy. So Tranquility will start doing that now. Take a sentry's rest.
Yeah, your rest can go by fine.
Yeah, and yeah, Tranquility's literally just gonna wait until someone comes by.
Okay. You're not going to plan an escape this time, okay?
No. Yeah, I think over the night, they would have decided Zig is like their best asset at the moment, and running away would probably get Zig in trouble.
And surely enough, the next morning, your friend, your new best friend, Zig Tusswolf, appears at the door.
Yeah.
Quill?
Hey Zig.
You want to see Captain now?
Is the captain here?
Zig take you.
Okay, Zig, that sounds like a plan. But first, Tranquility will like gather up all the papers, and now that they're dry, and say, I made you a little book.
What language did you write in?
We did all 4 languages. It's not like a storybook. It's just like a bunch of images, and then in Dwarvish, Gnomish, Elvish, and Undercommon, underneath each image, the words written down.
And you discovered he could read Undercommon, right?
Yeah, actually,
Did we do that?
Tranquility will say right now in Undercommon, how do you like it? As they pass the pages over to Zig.
Oh, thank you. It's good.
Yeah, does he reply in Undercommon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that surprise you? Or?
Tranquility isn't surprised. It's just glad to confirm. And actually, yeah, Tranquility will ask, like, do many people speak Undercommon around here?
What's that?
Oh, this language that we're speaking.
Zig talk? What's language?
No, okay, Zig. Don't worry about it, I guess. And Tranquility will switch back over to Dwarvish. Say, let's go see the captain, buddy.
That Zig will immediately switch languages without really noticing himself, and that's when we will head to another place that I didn't draw yet. So we'll imagine this one. Alright, let's create a new page.
I'm happy to freehand draw the maps out for us while you describe them. That works fine by me.
On the Roll20? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's see if your token... No, okay. I'm going to have to delete your token and redo the token. And I drag it onto the new map. It still does the hit die, so I'm going to have to redo it completely.
Did you either save or update the token after you changed it on the last map?
Yeah, you just... It does the...
Oh,
I discovered this last time I did my campaign. You have to delete the token completely, unassign it, then change all the things, and then reassign it.
Oh, okay. I've
but it's only one
Never
box.
actually run anything as a DM on Roll20, so I don't know about those little bugs.
I don't know if it's intended. I don't know. Zig's token. Where are you? All right. Okay, before we get there, Zig is just going to walk you out through the streets. He hasn't detained you. Do you follow?
Sure, actually, if is that other guard, or is there anyone else out in the main prison or jail as we leave?
You didn't notice the guard, but they have been there all night.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Only one of them. There was two originally.
Yeah, and then one
left
behind.
and one stayed behind. But you didn't notice him.
So step one is.
Do you want to go back to that map and see if you?
No, I think that's fine. It's just once we're like out in the street, Tranquility is going to be looking around to see if anyone's following them or like shadowing them, basically.
Okay.
Specifically, I guess looking out for the faces of the guards that they've seen. It's probably not very likely, but probably still worth checking for a tail.
So yeah.
Nice. I assume perception.
About 60 seconds after you leave the jail, the guard does pop out, and you can see him on his way, keeping an eye on you.
Okay. Yeah, Tranquility will absolutely just follow Zig and make small talk.
And I'm on the wrong screen.
Yeah, try to get a lay for the land. Like, ask Zig about, like, where stores are, what the city's called, so on and so forth.
Not taking you to a store again.
No, that didn't work out well, did it?
You got Zig in trouble.
Zig, you should have been a better friend and pointed out that the shopkeep was being bad.
Why'd you beat up the hat?
It was my hat. I was buying the hat, Zig.
What's buying?
We don't need to argue this out, Zig.
Alright, okay, so the streets in Sharon are 10 to 15 feet wide. There are tall buildings either side of the street, so it's quite a built up city area. Stone buildings everywhere, gravel floors, and yeah, there has been an earthquake in Nova that you're not aware of yet, but there are plenty of refugees and beggars around on the streets too, as you're walking through here. And Zig is leading you somewhere, and you're just following, right? So.
Yep.
Okay. So you, after about 30 minutes of walking, you come to a door, and Zig stops and says, Quill?
Yeah, Zig.
You wait here, Zig, go inside.
Okay, Zig.
And the guard is tailing you too. At this point, Zig opens the door, goes inside, and has left you outside on the street on your own.
Okay.
You can see the guard.
Yeah. Quill is going to try and play it up that he's like dumb and very literal and things like this. So he's going to literally just stand exactly where Zig left him without moving.
That's a very good idea. Okay, Zig pops back out of the building and gestures you to come in.
Yeah, we'll follow.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Inside this building, it is a room completely full of books. There is a large table in the center, and a couple of stools, and there is a man sat across from you. And this man is... he's a human. He's a bit less than average height. He's got soft tan skin and a grey mohawk, and he has got okay, yeah, he's got a golden hat adorned with arcane runes and lattice. How close are you going to look at this guy?
Probably look at him quite closely, especially to see everything that's on his person that I can make out.
Have you got a religion proficiency?
No.
Do you want to do a religion check anyway?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a 4.
Okay, yeah. He's got some sort of symbol on him, you don't know what it is. And... let's see, where's the rest of his notes? He has one badly done piercing on his right ear. And... he isn't wearing any shoes.
Okay. Good detail.
And he waves over to Zig and yourself to come and sit on the stools.
Yeah. Tranquility will walk over, make a show of like watching Zig sit and like emulating the sitting motion semi-clumsily, but not like significantly so.
Oh, that was a drawing tool.
And then, yeah, I'll just sit there silently.
I'm just trying to find my token for him. This is going to be massive. No, okay.
Look at that. Right size and everything.
And what else do we need to do? Change music. Tranquility.
What language?
Dwarvish.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
That's my designation.
Do you know why you're here?
Ziggs brought me.
Why are you in Sharon?
Oh, I do not know that.
Where is your handler?
I do not know that.
And what task do you have?
I do not know that.
Very strange. How long have you been here?
Tranquility will glance at Zig and say, roughly 24 hours.
And Zig will try and count to 24. That's 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. So, you arrive in Sharon, you don't know who your handler is, and you don't know what your task is.
Yes.
Where are the rest?
The rest of who?
Do we have to do this, Tranquility?
No, you appear to be a mage. You could just directly interface with my memories.
And Mr. Peyton DeGray will do exactly that. And
Ooh.
okay, so this very strange looking old man starts chanting and waving his hands about and attempts to grab you by the head. Do you allow this?
Yes, but our Tranquility is not trained in sleight of hand. Okay, just yes, no but.
Okay.
Not gonna try to grab the magically powerful arcane focus off his belt or anything. Like,
I wonder if you still get a saving throw. Let me see.
I imagine if you're willing, then you.
Then no,
wouldn't.
yeah.
And yeah, to clarify, like Tranquility is willing and won't be like fighting back against the spell.
Okay. So Peyton approaches, spends about 2 minutes just trying to probe Tranquility's mind. Backs off. And Tranquility,
Yes.
there is nothing.
So, what do you mean?
What do you remember from before?
Training. Somewhere where I received the training.
Do you know where you come from?
I know that it's called the Underdark in this tongue.
And what do you plan on doing next?
I was planning on going shopping with Ziggs, but that seems to be a bad idea.
Yes, I heard about the store. It's not very important. What do you need?
Clothing, basic items.
Now, where are your weapons?
I have no weapons.
Have you got any items on you at all?
No, oh wait, yes, he's Tranquility's wearing a blanket over their shoulders like a cloak.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Ah, dear. You're wearing a prison blanket as a cloak.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Peyton notices. He's fine with you wearing a blanket. He's an odd fellow himself. Okay. Tranquility. The Archmage requests of you to go to the tower at Dungeon Master Forgot Name. Insert here. Let me just bring the map up 1 sec. At Megaris. And Dungeon Master also forgot name of NPC. Perhaps should have done more planning beforehand.
This is
Okay.
why you just make shit up. That's how it goes.
No, you were looking for a particular person. Right. You are to go to the tower at Megaris and look for Archmage Rumlar.
Can you say that name again?
Rumlar.
Rumlar.
Rumlar. And I can no longer find Rumlar's description, so he's going to get a new one.
Okay, I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh, go for it. Alright, so while Catherine's getting food, I will do this a bit better. Let's get Rumlar's description up. Where is Rumlar's old description? Whatever. That's pretty cool. Okay. Alright, I've got a description for Archmage Rumlar. Oh.
Okay. Has my dungeon master remembered the pertinent details?
Yes.
Okay. Tranquility, I'll interrupt at this point and ask, are you the Archmage, or is Rumlar the Archmage?
There are many Archmages.
Arch doesn't mean topmost?
No, indeed it does. I am the Archmage of Sharon. Rumlar is the Archmage of Beggars.
Ah, so you're like sub-Archmages.
No.
Underneath some sort of centralized ruling body?
There is the Council, which you should be aware of.
So the council is Arch, and you are sub-Arch to the council.
So just out of character, there is a Council of 12 that are not actually mages. Oh,
sure. I'll write that down for lore purposes,
yeah.
But that is not at all what Tranquility is trying. Tranquility is trying to have fun with his playing dumb routine, is what's happening here.
Peyton knows you're not dumb. Peyton is aware of assassins. And,
yeah, but Tranquility doesn't know that Peyton's aware of assassins.
And has also already probed your memory and knows all of your history.
Tranquility knows far less about their own history than...
But I'm not sure you'd be aware of the magic that he cast. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are being tasked to find Archmage Rumlar, and Peyton will give you a description of this guy. He is about the same height as Peyton. He has a bald head and blue eyes. He's got smooth, pockmarked black skin. He has 4 piercings on his forehead. And you wouldn't understand the next bit. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, you're tasked to go to Beggars, which is in the south. Let me bring the map up for you. Okay, that should have switched you over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. Beggars.
And let me see. This is...
Is Sharon the place that we're at now?
Yeah. I should have worked this out before. So Megaris is how far? About 120 miles. And you don't need to sleep for eat, so okay, yeah, it'll take you about 3 days to get there. Okay, so it's a free journey to Megaris. And have you got any questions for Peyton?
Yeah, tons. So, like, is Makeris a city?
How much would Tranquility know about?
So Tranquility is asking out loud too. So.
I'm just figuring if you'd already know, or if Peyton would need to tell you.
Okay.
Alright, odds ones you don't know, evens ones you do know, and you got a 1, so you don't know. Megaris is a... forgot the name of it. Dock town. There is a big tower, which belongs to Archmage Rumlar, which you should investigate. Rumlar has not reported back to the council for several weeks. We are in the middle of a crisis, and we need his assistance. You are to bring him back.
Just his head or the whole body?
Preferably the whole body. But if he
Okay.
puts up resistance, just bring the head.
Transporting corpses tends to be difficult.
Yeah, Peyton doesn't bat an eye at this. Yeah, he'll gladly speak to a dead guy. Yes.
Yeah, Tranquility will actually like speak up and say, you don't mind if I bring him back dead?
That's fine, as long as he gets here. I will deal with him.
Do you have a Archmage's tower?
Why would you ask?
Because I want to get an idea of what kind of things I ought to expect at this tower.
Every mage's tower is different. At Rumlar's tower, you may expect creatures of your kind.
Ooh. Interesting. Assassins.
Creatures from the Underdark.
Oh. Less interesting.
Zig here will take you around town and get any equipment you may need. Please do not start fights with the clothing. And be on your way. Be quick. If you're not back within a week, we shall send someone to find you. Peyton turns...
Tranquility's like eye shutters will close and open a few times, and their version of blinking, and then say, "You're assuming the role of my handler." More a statement than anything.
Do you not need a task?
Need isn't a word that makes sense.
What were you created for?
To kill.
So,
You
do you not wish to kill?
No.
You have a task. You are under charm spell, by the way.
Ooh, a charm spell.
Yes, you were
What?
charmed when he did the memory thing.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I'm just like look at him as like a really close, good friend, basically?
Yeah, you trust this guy.
Okay. Yeah. So Tranquility will say like, you aren't giving me the right kind of task. Basically, like the idea of going to get something seems very strange and different compared to go kill someone. And we'll put that forth in words that make sense in character.
The council needs to assess your skill. You shall do this first, and then perhaps we shall have further tasks.
Should I assassinate targets along the way?
Do as you need. Do it quickly. And do it without making a ruckus, as you did in the store.
That last part is the most difficult.
Are you not an assassin?
I am an assassin unit. I am not an exfiltration unit. We are designed to be disposable.
Then perhaps you will need more training. This will be a good task for you.
Do you have a specific like budget for this task?
Are you asking peso?
Yeah, definitely in character.
That you will just get your standard equipment. It will clothe you, and you'll get your weapon of choice. You can ask. You can ask.
So
for
what I
more.
want to get at is, like, is he expecting this tower to be like overrun with foes?
No, he's expecting Rumlar just to be held up and not paying attention.
Okay.
He's not heard anything. So yeah, the information he gave you is he's not heard anything back from Megaris for a couple of weeks.
From the whole city, or just from like the mage?
From Rumlar, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Tranquility. I'll start his like asking about the city itself by asking this archmage, what have you heard about Megaris specifically in the past weeks?
As you can see from the streets, they're overrun with refugees from the earthquake. That's right, you don't know about the earthquake. So, a few days prior, there was an earthquake just further south of Sharon, near Chipton, another port town. Megaris will also be full of refugees. Please don't murder them all.
Noted. Keep refugees murdered to a minimum.
A minimum, if need be. Get a few. But yes. Megaris is a small town, a port town, just on the end of the river, south of Boomham. You shall travel there. Can you ride a horse?
Yes.
Did you take animal handling?
No, but I imagine Tranquility will have ridden one of those giant lizards at some point.
So he can ride a lizard.
We'll assume that it's very similar to a horse.
I don't think it is. But...
No, it's probably not.
You can go to the stable and get a horse. Zig, again, will get any equipment you may need. And we expect you back within 7 days. Can you do this, Tranquility?
Is the priority returning within 7 days, or accomplishing the mission before returning?
Do you expect not to make it?
Hmm. 18 days is the preferred minimum length of time to study a target before engaging.
You do not need to engage.
Tranquility will just like sit there waiting for an answer to his question.
Tranquility. You do
Yes.
not need to bring him back. You do not need to engage. You need to see Rumlar. Make him aware that the council need his services. If he does not return, then you may bring his head. We need this done quickly.
Return within 7 days, no matter what the outcome. Understood.
If you do not return within 7 days, then we will send a further group out to Megaris. If you do return with information, we shall consider this task accomplished.
You should send some retainers with me if you are thinking about sending a follow-up operation.
Does it look like we've got retainers? Have you seen the city?
Yeah, you could requisition some of those refugees at random.
You want us to take civilians to an Archmage's tower?
Yeah.
This is why you are not the Archmage and you are an assassin.
They'll make good bait if I run into animals or bandits along the route.
There are plenty on the roads.
Okay. I will requisition bodyguards and bait from the refugees on the roads as needed.
I did not hear that.
Understood.
Very well. Zig! Take Tranquility to the market and acquire the goods. Which goods? Zig.
Say we get to go shopping. Tranquility will, in this sentence, use all the emotion and like better language skills that they've been avoiding using so far.
What other languages do you speak? Elvish, Dwarven, Undercommon?
And Gnomish and Deep Speech.
Alright, one sec. My wife's just turned up.
Yeah, no problem.
Where is whereby?
Do you want to put us on break for the stream for a bit? Or...
No, I just need a sec. One sec. What?
Okay.
She bought me dinner. Alright. Where were we? Whoop. Okay, so we can, okay.
We're about to go shopping with Zig.
You're excited to go shopping with Zig, okay. So, yeah, Peyton will pay no more attention to you. He won't even watch you leave the door. And are you going to walk out with Zig? Any
Yeah,
further questions? Alright, then we'll go to this familiar one. Oh, I didn't delete the tokens from last time.
So yeah, as we leave that meeting with what was that Archmage's guy's name again?
Peyton de Grey.
Oh yeah, Peyton. As we leave that meeting, Tranquility is going to let Zeke lead the way and just focus entirely on whether the guard is still shadowing them.
No, there is no guard following this time.
Okay.
You seem to have been left to your own devices.
Yeah, seeing that, Tranquility will ask Zig to take them back to the shop where the incident happened.
I thought you'd be going there. Yep.
Yeah.
You're already outside of it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Right. So we're not going to actually do anything in the store. Tranquility is just going to ask Zig to lead them back to the prison from here, and it's going to try to track down that satchel of gold and gems that was stashed in a corner along the path.
Good luck with this one. Okay, how are you looking for this? What did you do to remember where you stashed it?
So Tranquility just tried to make a mental snapshot of the place it was stashed, and would have specifically dropped it in a corner around a building where there was something that would like block off the satchel from sight. And so it would be specifically here. Let me like mark this. It would be in a corner like here on one of the buildings that's past. So basically, Tranquility just needs to check this spot on each building that we pass on the route between the shop and the prison.
Okay, so we've got 3 checks to make here, and you'll need to pass all 3. I'm not going to tell you what they are, what number you need to pass. Should I tell you what number you need to pass?
No.
No,
I don't.
You don't need to know. All right. So first of all, we're gonna go for a wisdom check to see if you could find a good place to put it. 14. Okay. And then next, we're gonna go for intelligence to see if you can remember where it was.
10. Here's hoping.
And finally, perception to see if you can see if it's still there.
Okay. Tranquility just doesn't really care that much about the money in itself, and so I'm not going to be using inspiration on any of it. 8 perception.
Okay, so it looks like you found a really good spot.
Mm-hmm.
But all the buildings around here look the same, which is making it difficult for you to trace back where exactly it was. You can spend some more time looking.
Does Zig seem to be getting impatient at all with the search?
Zig's happy just walking around and not being in the jail.
Okay, so Tranquility will actually ask Zig to aid in the search for the satchel. We'll say, oh no, I actually dropped that satchel we had the other day. It's really valuable. Can you help me find it, buddy?
Alright, you'll get disadvantage on the next roll.
Disadvantage, excellent.
Zig distracts you from actually looking for it.
Yeah, okay. We'll do another perception as we look again. In all the corners. Ooh, 16.
16 is a pass, which is extremely lucky with a disadvantage. Alright. Okay.
That's very lucky, because Tranquility would have given up after this, because it's not a big deal either way.
So after, say, 30 minutes more of looking around, you do manage to find what you believe to be is the spot where the satchel was. You happen across your fashion satchel, but there doesn't seem to be anything inside.
Tranquility will try to look around, sort of check for any tracks or anything to see if he can do that whole Sherlock like mental processing, figure out, oh, it was actually this beggar who lives down that way thing. See if he can tell who exactly took it. Which
I don't think you made any notes of any of the people around there. It was just
no, and I rolled investigation, got a 5, so
yeah.
I'm just going to assume that Tranquility has
no recollection of the people.
No idea who would have been around. doesn't even know who's currently around because Tranquility has been sort of ignoring everyone since they don't have a target and are just assuming they don't have anyone out to attack them or anything.
But you do have a nice new satchel. Well, I know. It was made of blankets, right?
Well, it's a perfectly fine satchel with like a blanket.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Rope belt.
It's got the belt. Yeah.
Okay.
So you were free to visit stores. We've got a clothier, we've got armorer, we've got weaponsmiths.
Yeah. Okay. Should I just open up the PHB and go through like what items I want, or do you want to role play through?
That's up to you. I'm happy with either way.
Okay. Well, either way, I probably want to pop open the PHB.
And we agreed that it wasn't a sickle. What was the weapon you wanted?
So the thought was, something that would look like a sickle, but be mechanically more like a short sword because I wanted to dual wield, so I need the light pretty. It wasn't a Kopesh, it was the curve on the blade went the other way. I don't remember what we decided the thing was called. Okay, I got armor. So yeah, so first stop I guess should be an actual clothing store that's not for rich people.
You don't want to go back to the same store?
Maybe we'll stop there last after everything else. I think that might be the fun way to do it. No, we'll start with just a clothing store and get literally just a normal ass outfit. That includes like a belt, a money purse, and then we're gonna want like a dark traveling cloak, something that could be used to like hide underneath.
Okay. Let me write this down. You want a cloak, normal clothes.
Yeah.
What else?
And I guess like bandages or loose fabric or something, so that Quill can wrap themselves up like you see lepers in art often done. So we could hide the whole being a robot thing.
Mechanically, you want a disguise kit?
Oh yes, that
Okay.
actually makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then we'll go over to a general goods store, get a backpack. Okay, wait. I had notes on this.
Okay, nothing outrageous yet.
Yeah. So we're gonna want a sling. We're gonna want a whatever you call them, sling bullets. We're gonna want say like 3 bags of ball bearings. 2 bags of caltrops. Let me write this down too.
So we've got a cloak, clothing, disguise kit, backpack, sling, bullets, ball bearings, caltrops.
Yeah. Hunting trap doesn't seem that useful. Okay. What do you call it? What's the thing that's like a torch except with oil?
That hooded lamp?
Yeah, we want a lamp. Or I guess a hooded one, if that's the better one. And then a couple things of oil.
The hooded lamp is like directional too, so don't have to light up the whole area, which I would assume is better for an assassin.
Okay.
And a
Hooded lamp
and flask of
what,
oil.
like 4 flasks of oil? It's like 1 flask, 1 fill up. Flask of oil.
Let's have a look at the rules on that before I give you killing devices.
Who's ever gonna kill someone with a flask of oil? That doesn't even make sense.
You even need flask of oil.
Oil usually comes in a clay flask that holds 1 pint.
Hooded lantern, that's what it is. Hooded lantern oil.
Oh,
it's not the same. Okay.
I want the bullseye lantern, not
Not the hooded. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's got a weight of. Two.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
get 6 hours for 1 flask.
Have I done your character sheet with the right what's it called? Encumbrance? Has it got variation in encumbrance, so it's automatically counting your weight?
I haven't added any of these on my sheet yet.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
We'll check that in a minute.
Yeah.
Actually, let's just go on a break while you sort out your inventory. That's not fun to watch. And then I can eat something too. Alright, so we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. We will be heading off to Mega Reese, hopefully, with Tranquility all geared up. Yeah, back in a minute. Alright, people can hear us if they're there. Yeah, I'm just trying to eat some steak. We'll be back as soon as possible. Really chewy steak.
Oh, I almost forgot to write the disguise. Ooh, can I get a poisoner's kit? Is that a thing that I could sort of like assemble from various things that are on sale?
You can just get it from some shady characters where you got the disguise kit. But...
Oh, awesome. How about a set of thieves' tools?
I don't believe you get them, no.
No? Okay.
That is specific to a thief. You're an assassin.
Well, if a thief loses their tools, they have to buy new ones, right?
Yeah, but you'd be a thief, and you'd be recognised if you're not a thief. Only get thieves tools.
I see what you're saying. I need to murder a thief.
Yeah.
That's a plan.
Are we doing that?
No.
Don't need to set that up.
My character doesn't actually want to go around murdering people.
So why did you tell Peyton you were going to?
Because it was really funny. That's like, yeah, so like Tranquility woke up. I didn't really know what their character was going to be like, and so far I've decided they are actually good friends with Sig, and they enjoy a good laugh. These are things about my character.
Do you think they were like that before the memory was wiped?
Probably not, honestly. Okay. Other than like requisitioning a horse and a saddle and stuff, I think that's everything. It is technically a bunch of stuff already.
Just trying to find my tokens. My tokens. I bought a whole token pack.
Oh, and I guess I should get like a half dozen beggars and a dozen like darts. Just hide all of them. If you're an assassin, you should be covered in pointy objects.
Just keep an eye on your carrying weight.
Yeah.
Where? I cannot find my tokens. Artwork? No.
Five times your strength score. Oh, you're encumbered. Are we using the encumbrance rules? Not just the normal carrying capacity rules?
Yeah, you're gonna be slowed down if you're carrying too much.
Okay.
I haven't looked at them for a while, but yeah. I wasn't expecting you to have too much stuff to start off with. We'll figure that out next time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's drop.
But yeah, keep an eye on your weight. Yeah.
I'll drop this shovel for sure.
Tokens. So yeah, when we do a main campaign, I want to make sure people are keeping an eye on the sheets and not firing hundreds of arrows and not keeping an eye on it, and not carrying around 800 gold coins.
Well, fortunately, Tranquility has 0 gold coins.
Whoops! What happened to your coins?
What do you mean? He just doesn't have any.
You had 100.
Well, those 100 were in the satchel.
I feel bad.
Why would you feel bad? Okay, I could drop like all the things. Just everything.
You had to get 16, 18, 16, by the way.
Wait, what? 16, 18, 16?
Yeah, 16
Oh, for the roll.
with 18 in 16 perception. And you finally got your perception with disadvantage of 16. But yeah. Too late. I can't find my freaking tokens. I don't want to waste all this time looking for them. I guess we'll just use imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to tell Freems that we were planning on putting him in a group. Right. 2 more minutes while I eat.
Check this rope way. Oh, I say rope is just normally very heavy. Okay, fuck it. I don't actually need a poisoner's kit, I suppose. There we go.
Oh, crap. Damn it. So, my map was sized wrong.
So all the tokens are sized wrong?
Yeah. So, dungeon draft it is. Wait, is dungeon draft the right one? Yeah, dungeon draft's the right one.
Yeah. Wonder draft is for like
The
bigger
maps,
maps.
Objects. What? Okay.
Getting any more of this stuff requires like a lackey to carry it all around or a base of operations or something. So we're equipped for now. Got a chain shirt, a pair of houses, a lantern, some oil, backpack, ball bearings and caltrops, grappling hook and rope, lancers, yeah. Okay.
I can't work
Yeah.
out the path tool.
Yeah, I guess I don't want I don't want coins. Because I'm already heavy enough that I'm not taking beggars or anything.
Can you really only carry that much? What's your strength?
10, right? So the lowest encumbrance level is 5 times your strength score.
But there's no effect on low encumbrance, right? It's medium encumbrance.
Isn't it like your speed's 10 feet low?
I thought that was on medium. I thought light encumbrance is basically nothing.
Low, I see something.
is variation encumbrance. Which is still at the PHP.
So if you carry weight in excess of 5 times your strength score, you're encumbered, which means your speed drops by 10 feet. That's like the light level.
And then medium as well.
10 times your strength score. And it makes your speed drops by 20 feet, and you have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws that use physical stat.
In that case, we're changing that.
Oh, you're changing it?
Yeah, so medium encumbrance will be basically put everything up a level. So at medium encumbrance you'll lose 10 feet. And then heavy encumbrance will be the disadvantage.
So there's only 2 levels by default, right? There's 5 times your score, which is encumbrance. There's 10 times your strength score, which is heavy encumbered. And then there's 15 times your strength score, which is just like your
max. Yeah, so if you're at max, it's when you'll get disadvantage.
Okay, so you can actually carry above your max, or like right up to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially for a single player, otherwise you're not going to be able to carry anything.
Yeah, but that could just be part of the campaign that we have to work around.
I still think that still puts you at quite a disadvantage with medium.
Yeah. Okay.
That's £100 of stuff, right?
Yeah, so,
yeah.
Well, I was just, like, it's interesting to have to work with this 50 pounds of stuff to stay, like, light and mobile. So...
in character, you wouldn't just carry around £100 worth of stuff, that's very...
Yeah, exactly.
Just hard to navigate.
I don't think it's actually worth changing. But, obviously, you're the DM. So.
If you want to play with that, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it.
I'm not gonna do that in a group game either, because they won't keep track of it, and it's a bit too punishing. When they're trying to roleplay it, they're like, how many arrows have you got? Oh, you can't walk anymore.
Anyway, are you done eating your steak?
Half done. But, let's just call it done. And save this map. Very good map. Export. That's in another D&D screen. Yeah, I don't know how Koibu does this. It's a lot.
Practice is probably a lot of it.
It's the amount of tabs I've got open to try and keep an eye on everything. It's unbelievable. I wonder if someone else is doing his OBS.
Does he normally stream when he plays? I'm not actually familiar with.
Yep.
Right, because one of the more annoying things that you're doing is having a like a player version of Roll20 open.
Yeah, I've got a player version, a DM version, and I've got OBS, and then I've got all the note tabs, and because there's no way you're doing it from memory. That's just not possible. I suppose he's got really good at improv, but
well, it's mixed in with like 10 years of building this one setting that he works from.
which he has just reset.
Wait, he reset it? Reset it how?
He's got a whole new world. He started that today.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to watch that later.
Legends of Arcadia. Oh, we've only got about 40 minutes left. Let's get this show on the road. Alright.
Yeah, someone's lazing around eating steak and drinking coffee.
Alright, where's my camera? Where by? Good steak. Alright. That one? Oh, that one. There we go. What's that noise? Welcome back to Dicing with danabo. Sorry about the long break. I was busy eating steak. If anybody was watching during the intermission, you could hear the discussion. Tranquility has been shopping and got a full list of items. Do you want to read out what you got, Catherine?
Yeah, Tranquility is now saddled down with a chain shirt, a pair of falxes, which is just a fancy curved short sword, a sling and some ammo, a bullseye lantern, a backpack, ball bearings and caltrops, grappling hook and silk rope, and a disguise kit and component pouch. Just some basic sneaking around and moving around tools, and then hopefully we'll reach Ranger level 2 without dying and need those magic components.
What you did notice when you was going through the markets and the stores is Zig didn't actually pay anybody anything. He just sort of took the items and left. Not even a thank you, just took them and left. Okay, so you're fully equipped. You're still in the town of Sharon. The streets are still bristling. It's not even late afternoon yet. Is there anything else you want to do in the town?
Yeah, so step 1 is convince Zig to come along with Quill on this journey.
You can try.
So, hey Zig, you know that Payton de Grey is sending me off to Megaris, right?
What's that?
It's another city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to come for the trip?
Zig keeps people in prison.
Sure, like generally, but right now you're helping out Quill for Payton, right?
Then Zig go back to prison.
Yeah, so we're gonna go on this trip over to Megaris, and then we'll come back, and you'll go back to prison.
Zig can't leave town.
But wait, why can't Zig leave town?
Because of Zig.
The statue, Zig?
Yeah, Zig.
So Zig will watch prison while you're helping me for Payton.
Zig leave town. Zig go back to prison.
Oh, like literally. Does Zig know the word literally?
He doesn't know what you mean by that. Yeah. I mean, you can try and walk him out of town, but
yeah. So yeah, we'll go get a horse and see if Tranquility can ride it. And then after that, yeah, let's actually have Tranquility lead Zig out of town and see what happens.
alright, since you can ride a giant lizard, I'll give you advantage on a animal handling check to see if you can actually mount a horse successfully.
Let's see how this goes.
Is that 22? Alright, it's surprisingly very similar to riding a giant lizard. Just a bit more hairy.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, we're fine. And you're trying to take Zig with you. Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave.
Okay.
But he is your friend. Give me a charisma check.
Yeah, just try to get him out there and see what happens. Oh, a 2.
He really doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Zig stay in the prison. If Zig leaves the town, Zig will go back to the prison anyway.
Okay, Zig.
Zig can't leave.
You seem really sure of yourself, so I'll see you in a week or so.
What's a week?
It's a bunch of days.
Oh, Zig can count in bunches.
Yeah, so in a bunch of days, I'll see you again, Zig.
You bring more books?
We can draw more books when I come back.
That sounds good.
The books were too expensive. Because Tranquility tried buying a book at one point.
Zig's got
while we
paper.
were shopping. Okay, Zig, you know what? You can give me some paper. We'll put it in the saddlebags, and I can draw you some more books while I'm gone.
It'll give you 8 sheets of paper.
Excellent.
Should have negligible weight. I wouldn't put any weight on them unless they've got it in the PHB.
No, I'm pretty sure paper doesn't weigh anything individually.
But a book's like £5.
Yeah, and well, it's got all that like leather binding and stuff. And then yeah, Tranquility will get like a charcoal pen or something, just like a piece of charcoal, so you don't have to use ink out on the field. And yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get this adventure started.
Cool. All right.
Let's ride Horse the Horse out of town.
Okay. So we move you over to the mini map, and okay. Alright, so your journey is going to go from Sharon. There is a main road running to Boomham. You've been given directions, and my screen has crashed. Give me a sec. Has it crashed for you?
Nope.
Alright then. Yeah, this is going to be a 3 or 4 day journey. Are you doing anything on the first day?
Yeah, I guess I should do a disguise kit roll to see how well Tranquility has sort of bandaged themselves up and try to make themselves look like a farmer that possibly has boils or something that's being covered.
You've got proficiency in that, right?
Yeah, which attribute to use for disguise kit?
Maybe Dex? Let's see.
We got an 11.
Because you need your proficiency. Oh, it's intelligence. Do you want to reroll?
No, just bump it down to a 10.
Alright.
I imagine that the horse Tranquilities are riding with like the saddle and saddlebags and everything probably doesn't look like a farmer's horse anyway.
But the people you're trying to trick are just refugees and townsfolk walking along the side of the road. They're not paying too much attention to you. You seem to blend in quite well. First day travel. Are you headed straight for it? Are you actually doing a task? What's Tranquility's plan here?
Yeah, Tranquility has nothing better to do, and so it's going to head over to Megaris, following the path that was pointed out. So going along the main road.
So the first night, do you travel through the night? Do you rest at night?
No, Tranquility's got a horse, so we're going to be stopping as soon as visibility gets bad and starting back up when it gets good again.
So how many hours are you pushing the horse?
Tranquility doesn't know shit about animals, so we'll try doing...
You did get E22 on your animal handling check, so you seem to know a lot about this horse.
Okay, so as much as the horse is comfortable with, then whatever that is.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually imagine like a nice montage where Tranquility gets to know Horse, and enjoys like searching out food for horse to chew on as we make camp each night.
The major towns are marked on the minimap, but there are still villages in between. There's still farms. At Nova is a lush tropical continent, so there's not that much farmland. It seems to be mostly vegetation. In regards to farming, it's just people actually picking fruit off trees that seems to be ever growing. That's most of the farming in Nova.
When a grazing animal eats plants, do they like literally grow back as they're eating them, basically? Like, is that
not that quick? Not that quick, but over a course of a day, it would have grown back completely. So if the animal's eating the whole field of grass, then the next day there'll be a field of grass.
It's all back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes feeding horse very simple then.
No, I shouldn't have said that. Where is... Alright. Okay. I was just sorting out something. Okay, so first night goes off. Nothing particularly out of order. There has been torrential rains the past couple of days. So the ground is wet, muddy, slippery. The horse not going quite at full speed, but you did make quite a bit of traction. By the end of the first day, you would have got about a third of the way there. Let's go back to the map.
Yeah, so when we're camping, Tranquility will like tie the horse to a tree with a fair bit of like slack, and then just climb up a semi-random tree, like not too far away, and just like sit perched, unmoving in the tree overnight to get rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the horse really needs a campfire so much.
No, the horse is used to sleeping in the stables. In fact, a campfire may have unsettled it. But yeah, over the night, there are no wild animal attacks, no groups of bandits roaming. The moons are clear in the sky. Nova does have 12 moons, which Tranquility would be aware of, each representing one of the gods of Nova. And
right up there is Zanza's moon.
what month are we in, actually? That's good. I'll work that out after.
Tranquility doesn't even know where they are. They definitely don't know what month it is.
You will be able to tell by the moon that's in the brightest in the sky. Because there's 12 moons, 12 months, and whichever god is brightest in the sky is what month it is. Which I did write down, but remind me for that, because I will actually do prep for next week instead of waking up at the time where D&D should be. Okay. Next day, are we doing the same?
Yeah. Tranquility's pretty monotonous, doesn't really care, so it's just gonna travel ahead, isn't very interested in any refugees or anything.
You're not stopping to talk to anyone? Not. Okay. All the refugees do seem to be going towards Sharon. They're not heading towards Boomham, which is where you make it on the second day. Boomham is a small town, not much going on. You can find an inn to stay at if you'd like, or you could camp outside the city.
Yeah, so Tranquility will make camp outside the city, and then leave horse there alone to go into the city and find an inn and go in and try to make small talk and hear about any rumors coming out of beggars.
In regards to Megaris, you don't get any information, but there is one guy that wants to talk to you particularly.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
sat in a corner of the inn, sipping at his drink. He wants to talk to anyone that comes in. He waves you over. Tranquility.
Yeah, why not? Tranquility will go over.
Okay, this guy, where is description? Let's get him a description. Oh, we've got a gnome. Yeah, everybody's male in this word because I can't do a feminine voice.
Pretty sure you just say it's a woman and you don't need to do a feminine voice.
Have you heard? Yeah, you've definitely heard Koibu's feminine voice, which is the same one for every single character. Which is just like high-pitched Koibu.
This is a gnome. Do your gnomes have to rhyme every sentence?
No. I haven't given the gnomes an accent either. We might do that like we did with the dwarfs. Okay. So this gnome is about 3 foot tall. He's got a very oblong face. And yeah, he's sat on the bar with his drink, and he's talking to himself and talking to anyone that passes by. And he ushers you over. And he's, hey, you there, come here.
Yeah, Tranquility will walk right over and like sit down at the bar next to him.
Did you hear?
No.
He's talking in Gnomish, by the way.
Yeah, Tranquility will answer in Gnomish.
You didn't hear about the dragon?
No, definitely not.
The dragon. It wasn't an earthquake. It was a dragon.
What kind of dragon?
Big one. He came out of the ground. He's really big.
Where did it come out?
Just near where people say the earthquake was. It wasn't earthquake. It was dragon.
Wait, where was the earthquake?
The earthquake was you were told by Peyton.
Peyton.
You see Felbrook?
Yep.
Yeah, around there.
Okay. So
Yeah, it wasn't an earthquake. It was a dragon.
well, so the dragon caused an earthquake. It's still an earthquake.
What do you mean?
So the dragon makes the earthquake?
That's
And
not
the
how
earth-
earthquakes work. Tectonic plates cause earthquakes. This was a dragon coming out of the ground.
What the hell's a tectonic
You
plate?
don't know what a tectonic plate is? Well, you see, when the continents are made, they push against each other, and there's like a ridge in the...
What is this like conspiracy theory you're trying to tell me here, man? You think the continents were made by like plates pushing against each other? If there's like a plate handy on the counter, Tranquility will like grab at it and just move it around a bit to make a point and be like, obviously,
Alright.
dinnerware smashing against each other.
You see these two
world.
plates, he'll take them off you. And you see these two plates, right?
Yeah.
You push them against each other, and eventually one slides up the other, and that's where the land comes from.
No, what is this nonsense? The gods created the land.
What? There's no gods.
What do you mean there's no god?
You believe in gods?
Rofine's gonna smite you
You
down
should
for this blasphemy.
That's not... No. There's no gods. You see those things in the sky? It's not gods. It's big balls of rock.
Big... Tranquility is, gonna be very flustered and start laughing.
Don't believe me? Go and see the dragon.
What? How would a dragon disprove your tectonic plate theory? That doesn't even make sense.
You want me to prove it?
Yeah.
Alright, he gets out this book. Written in Gnomish.
Mm-hmm.
Says, in Gnomish, says, toddler's first universe book. And it's pictures of the moons and the planet. Written for a toddler. Hey, see this book? It's evidence.
Wait, evidence of what?
There's no gods.
So a children's picture book is what you use as evidence for there not being gods?
What do you use?
The gods doing divine things.
Have you ever seen
reality? Wait, divine magic? Yes.
Have you ever seen a god?
No.
So how do you know they exist?
From divine magic.
Divine magic? It's just magic.
Yeah, that the gods let you use.
But you've never seen them.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm
Where are
gonna
you
get
going?
divine magic, and I'm gonna come back and I'll show it to you firsthand.
Good luck. And he continues rambling to himself about the dragon. The dragon! It was a dragon! It wasn't an earthquake, it was a dragon! And he'll talk to anyone that comes in.
Yeah, Tranquility is definitely done listening to this conspiracy nonsense. So, yeah, there's no like significant guard or anything that has to be dealt with when crossing through the town, is there?
Not in this town. No, it's a very small town. You've got an inn. You've got a few houses.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no wizard tower. And you didn't ask for any money, so are you going to attempt to stay at the inn without paying?
No. Tranquility doesn't care about inns.
I don't know if we're doing the thing where the inns are not bars. No, I think the inns are bars too. I think that's how it works in medieval towns. The inns were definitely bars too. Yeah.
Right, because there generally wouldn't be a ton of use for the inn's rooms, right?
Yeah.
It'd just be like the bar would have extra rooms in case people came through.
Yeah.
I imagine now they're like flooded with refugees.
Yeah, but they can't afford to stay, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Tranquility will go back out to where they made camp and sleep in a tree above horse.
Okay.
And I guess like on the way, try to find a nice apple or something for as a treat. Yeah.
Survival check?
We'll just. Ooh. Let's hope I don't get a poisonous apple. Critical 25.
What? Let me see. Alright. How special do you want this apple? Because it's.
I want to. Yeah, I want
you find a whole
awesome
tree of
fruit. Doesn't. Yeah, a whole tree of like super ripe, delicious looking apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. Tranquility, I'll like collect as many as I'll fit into an armful. And,
They weigh 0.1 pound per apple. How many do you take?
I mean, 20, I guess, and we could feed 2 to the horse a day.
The funny thing about this is Zig in the other campaign eats only apples. That's. Yeah.
Juicy apple. Syrup.
Okay. I've got something. So you're continuing on your journey to Megaris. It's clearly signposted when you get to the crossroads.
Okay.
Can you see the tower in the distance? How many miles? You can't see anything yet, but you know you're going the right direction. And once again, the refugees are not heading towards Megaris. They all seem to be heading one-way traffic towards Sharon.
Interesting. Tranquility has no clue why that is happening, but also isn't curious about it.
You've got a mission. You're going to do it, right?
Yeah.
And
And yeah, anything incidental is just like admiring nature and making friends with this horse. Um, other than that, very focused.
okay. So, on the road to Megaris, there is a empty bit of path where there seems to be no no refugees, and let me get you over there.
Oh, okay.
One sec.
Is it like noticeably empty all of a sudden? The road's been pretty full up till then.
Yeah, and there's just a completely empty patch, and let me get you on the map.
Okay. But as soon as Tranquility notices, they'll turn around and head back the way they were coming.
But you're gonna go back to Boomham?
It's gonna go back towards Boomtown until they find like the next refugee on the road.
Okay,
And
yeah.
and then we'll ask them questions about the road. Like ask them if they've had to go off the track or have encountered anything along the path in the last like mile or whatever.
Now, how many refugees you ask him?
Let's make it a nice even 18.
Okay.
That's Tranquility's lucky number.
The refugees seem confused at what you're asking.
Okay.
There's nothing behind them. They've just walked the road. They've come from Megaris, and
Okay.
they're heading towards Sharon.
Yeah. Why are they leaving Megaris?
Because of the earthquake.
Okay, so Tranquility, like, probably the first refugee they're talking to is like, wait, what do you mean because of the earthquake? How does an earthquake cause you to leave a town?
Right, okay. Let's get you someone to talk to.
Oh yeah.
What sort of character would you approach? There's elves, dwarves, gnomes.
Let's go with an
Humans.
elf because we haven't talked to one. Definitely not humans, since Tranquility doesn't speak common.
That should be fun. Okay, so the elf you meet, it's about 5 foot tall. It's got long, wavy brown hair and smooth silver skin. And so you approach him and you ask, "Why are you leaving?"
Yeah.
When the earthquake was not in Megaris. Okay. The elf responds, "The earthquake affected all of us.
But how?
Buildings were destroyed. Megaris is not like Sharon. Sharon is made of stone."
Oh, Megaris is made out of hay. I've heard
Don't
this
be silly,
story.
it's made of wood.
Oh, okay. So your wood house fell down?
Are you trying to be humorous? I haven't got time for this. What are you anyway?
Wait, what do you mean? Am I?
You don't
I'm
look like an elf.
I'm traveling to Megaris.
Why do you speak in my tongue?
I am a human farmer who has had lots of elven neighbors.
Deception check.
Hell yeah.
With advantage for you.
13.
So be it. Is there anything else you want?
So the road's been clear all the way from Megaris.
We're on the road. Does it look clear?
Okay then. That's it. That's enough.
That is enough. Be gone.
Yeah. On the map, like how far down the road between Boomham and Megaris are we?
Was that? That's not pinging, is it? Where's my ping tool?
Well,
There we go. We're about.
this will be the 3rd day. So if I'm gonna keep that 7-day schedule, time's sort of a crunch.
Yep. Can you see the ping?
Yeah, okay. Because time's a crunch, Tranquility's not going to do their first idea, which is just to wait on the road until more refugees come out from Megaris. Because clearly it's odd that the flow of people stops suddenly.
It could be. That's the end of the line. It's the last group.
So when Tranquility was traveling between Sharon and Boomaham, was there a similar end of the group of travelers?
That road was much wider and there was much more traffic.
Yeah. So whether or not it makes sense, Tranquility thinks something's up here, and normally would just camp out for a couple days and see what's up, but is on a time limit, so it's going to try to find the river and follow down across the coast of the river instead of following the road. It looks like there's a pair of bridges where the road would cross the river.
Yeah, but this isn't a particularly wide river anyway. So it's not like massive stone bridges. It's just like a little footbridge that you can easily cross if needed.
Yeah. So like 200 feet. No, that's not far enough. 300 feet down the river from where it crosses at that point there, Tranquility will tie up horse, give them an apple, and make sure it's a good spot for feeding or whatever, and then head out on foot down the river towards the town or city or whatever.
Okay, if you're heading out on foot, it's going to get dark before you make it to the town. Are you going to keep traveling through night? Okay.
Yeah. Tranquility will travel through night since we're not worried about the horse breaking a leg.
Okay. So, we are now at night time. Okay. Okay. So, approaching Megaris, you see a walled town. It has got thick stone walls. You can see the lights of the town. You can't make out a tower quite yet.
Okay.
But as you do approach the gate, how are you going to approach the city here?
Tranquility, will follow the river until the walls are within sight, and then sort of walk up to the walls, and then just approach the main gate where the road comes in.
Okay, so we are going to the main gate.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec.
Time for the first combat of the campaign as Tranquility murders all of the guards at the main gate single-handedly.
It's weird that you say that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me move you over.
I don't know how weird it is. Like you're setting up a map as if it's a combat map. It's an encounter map, maybe to put it better.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any combat in this game. We'll find out.
I mean, ideally not.
You haven't got dark vision, have you? But you've got your lantern.
Nope.
Have you got your lantern out?
Tranquility has a lantern, but if visibility is at all enough by moonlight to just walk in the dark, Tranquility will just be doing that. Whoop.
And yeah, the police are here. Good time for them to show up because as you head towards the gate, you come across a broken wagon just outside the city gate.
Oh no. Yeah, this actually seems like a good time to get out that lantern and light it up.
Oh. And an alarm went off at the same time. What's the range? 30-60 on the bullseye?
I think so. I'll check. Lantern. 60-foot cone.
Yeah.
Oh, bright light 60, and then additional extra 60 feet.
120?
Yeah.
Okay. Bit of dim light.
Yeah, the second
Okay.
60 is dim.
Right. So we go about. Let's put you about there. Can't see through the trees. It's a cone, right? So that'll do.
So step one is, does the wagon look empty? Or is there blood around?
Ah, there is no blood. Just a wagon with a broken wheel is the first thing you come across. You can see something a bit further down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tranquility will like step over here, shine the lantern this way, try to see what that shape is.
It kind of looks like a giant lizard.
Oh, is it standing upright?
But it's laying down. And by giant lizard, I mean horse.
Yeah. Okay, Tranquility will go ahead and like get up close to the wagon and just really look over the situation closely. Try to see if there's any clues as to what went on here.
Okay, how are you searching the wagon?
Just like getting up close visually, looking at it, looking for, if there's holes like it was shot by arrows.
And you've got your lantern out, right?
I got my lantern out.
Yeah, you can definitely see some arrows sticking into the wood.
Okay. And is there any blood anywhere? Still no blood?
Not on the wagon, though.
Okay, and the back of the wagon's like fully empty.
There doesn't seem to be any goods in there, no.
Yeah. Okay. Might as well just go over to the horse and see what's up over here.
Yep.
Look it over in the same way.
So you never actually physically touched the wagon or the horse?
No.
Okay. You moved over a bit, okay. Just seems like a horse.
Is it dead?
Do you want to do a medicine check?
Sure.
It could
Not
just be
touching it
sleeping.
or anything.
If you're not touching it, yeah.
Just get. Oh, got a natural 20.
Well, that's cheating. You've
It
been
turns
riding
out-
your horse for 3 days. You can clearly see that this
Tranquility.
horse isn't moving. You've watched a horse sleep, and this is not a sleeping horse.
Yeah, I happen to know a whole lot about horses. They're my new favorite animal, actually. Yeah. Well, that's not good for this horse. Are there injuries on the horse though? Like arrows sticking out of it, anything? Just.
No obvious implements.
Oh.
And you're just looking at it. You're not doing an examination. If you want to
Yeah.
probe
Okay.
further, you might be able to find something.
Nah, that's weird, but who cares? We'll get back on the path and walk off this way.
Okay. Dungeon Master screen. Okay. So, as you continue down the path, there seems to be some kind of humanoid figure also on the floor in front of you. And this is just outside the gates of the town now.
Okay, so looking up at the gates, I assume they're closed. Are there any, like, torches waving around on top of the wall, like they're being held by guards on patrol? Or
Yeah,
guards?
the town is still lit up, but there doesn't seem to be any movement on the walls.
That's weird. Tranquility will definitely, like, flash the cone of light, like, over the walls. You know, like you might do with a flashlight trying to get someone's attention.
Yeah, okay. You will reveal a little more. But there doesn't seem to be a response from the town.
Okay.
Oh, have you been moving your lantern in and out of the trees as you've been walking along the path, or is it just heading straight forward? Or?
Yeah, just heading straight forward.
Okay.
Tranquility, hasn't really been thinking, oh, this is a current ambush that's still going on, so.
Okay.
I guess at this point, they'll take their hat off and hold it in one hand above their head and sort of like wave it. You know, sort of, if I was doing it in real life, like, don't shoot me, please, motion, and then keep walking up to this humanoid lying on the ground.
Okay, yep, still no response.
Okay, so what's the body here?
What you doing? You doing the same again? You're not actually touching it, you're just looking?
Yeah,
over.
just give it a look.
It seems to be a human female, middle-aged. Possibly some kind of nobility. There's fancy clothes on them.
Oh, okay. Do they look like they've been, like, looted? Is there a money purse at the belt? Are they carrying any items like a belt knife or sword or anything?
They've got very fancy clothes. The most immediate thing you notice is the limbs missing.
Oh, wait, limbs missing. Which ones?
Arms and legs.
Oh, all the limbs are missing.
Yes. There doesn't seem to be any blood, though.
Interesting. That's really weird and possibly magic. Tranquility's gonna walk right up to the gate and knock on it a few times.
No response.
Okay. And then yell greetings in Dwarvish, Gnomish, and Elvish once each. Actually, fuck it. Let's go all 5 languages. We'll do Undercommon and Deep Speech as well.
Okay. Where is it? Okay. So as you start yelling in all these different languages, from the trees come these jelly-like ring-shaped objects with eyes on stalks coming from either side, and
Ooh,
they
weird jelly.
seem to be floating. They don't seem to be on the ground, and at that point we should roll initiative.
Heck yeah. Sure, I select my token. I got a 3.
Okay, and we will save that for next time because I need to get ready for the hippy dippy round table with Mr. Geek. So yeah, that was a fun one. We actually
Yeah. We got
let's
up
stop the music.
here.
We actually got somewhere this time.
Tranquility's going to be doing a lot of running next session.
Yeah, I'm assuming you won't actually be in this combat, but we should roll initiative. With initiative of 3 though, you might actually be forced into it. You got a natural 1 there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Nah.
But yeah, that was fun.
Oh,
Session 2 of Dicing with Danabo. Thanks everyone that stopped by. I'll be uploading this to YouTube later, and we should be back next Sunday, as long as everything goes well.
I'm a Twitch streamer over at KatherineDominates at twitch.tv. I do streams occasionally. I do art. I talk politics. I just chill and hang out.
Oh yeah, and keep an eye on the channel because we should be starting an actual D&D group soon. As soon as I'm comfortable DMing, we'll start back up with Mind Waves and Freems and maybe some other people. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.